I was always homeschooled until I got to high school, so I didn't have any friends. People were making fun of me. So I started lifting just to get a little bit of confidence. I used to drink a gallon of milk every single day, along with the mass gainers and proteins. The more calories I ate from dairy, the more my acne got worse. My acne, in the beginning, it was just like a lot of redness. Over time, I was getting, a couple pimples, and then it turned into a couple cystic boils on my face. I would never have less than 3 or 4 cysts on my face at any time. So then I thought about it and I was like, so maybe dairy is the cause of my acne? I was always the skinny kid. I was always kind of like the nerdy kid. I was always homeschooled until I got to high school. I didn't have any friends. People were making fun of me. So I started lifting and just to get a little bit of confidence. I really found out fitness is my passion. It's something that makes me happy without anybody else needing to approve of it. I needed to eat a lot of calories, and the easiest way to gain weight at that time was just getting mass gainers and milk. There was something called the gallon of milk a day diet. You would drink a gallon of milk throughout the day, along with the regular foods you were having, along with the mass gainers and proteins and stuff that you were eating. That was just like an extra 1,500 calories. And the more I gained weight, the more calories I had to eat. The more calories I ate from dairy, the more my acne got worse. I first started struggling with acne when I was probably about 16, a couple whiteheads here and there. When I was struggling with my acne, a girl at school came up to me and said, "I would never date you because you're ugly." As soon as I got to school, the people immediately pointed out my acne and said "Look at that big one on your nose, Rudolph." I remember I just got through that day and I just was like, man, I can't wait to get home. And as soon as I got back into my car at the end of the day, I just broke down in tears. It's just overwhelming. Over time, I was getting, a couple pimples, and then turned into a couple cystic, boils on my face. I would never have less than 3 or 4 or 5 cysts on my face at any time. When I went to a dermatologist, they started me on Accutane, and it didn't do anything for the first, I think it was 5 or 6 months. He said a lot of the people who are doing Accutane have taken whey protein powders and sports supplements out, and they've seen improvements. So then I thought about it and I was like, well, whey protein powder is literally derived from dairy. So maybe dairy is the cause of my acne? So I went vegan, and I did see some improvements. I took the dairy out and that helped my acne, but I then decided okay, maybe I'm gonna actually seriously approach veganism for a longer term diet. A vegan diet has changed my life because I've been lifting for 11 years now, almost 12 years, and I've been vegan for 5 years of that. So I've been able to see the difference in my performance from before veganism and after. I lift Monday through Saturday, so 6 days a week, and I usually lift for about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 81, 82, 83. You got this, babe, come on. 5, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200. Yay!
That was hard. So this is a smoothie I do every single day after my workout. I do 2 frozen bananas that are chopped up, and then I do a cup of any assorted fruit. So right now I'm gonna do a cup of mangoes. And then I do about 3 cups of Ripple, which is a plant-based, it's pea protein milk. And I do a scoop of vegan protein. And then just to get some extra greens, I put however much kale or spinach in there. So just a big handful of kale. I remember I would have at least 4 chicken thighs a day. I would have a steak every single day as well. How long have you been a vegan?
I have been vegan for almost the same amount of time that Brian has, so almost 5 years. I actually had cystic acne as well as Brian, and he actually inspired me to go vegan as well.
After going vegan, I've literally I don't remember the last time I've gotten a cyst in years. And before all this, I was getting 3 or 4 every single week. It feels completely clear compared to where I was before this. Acne is a really important, part of my life. It's also really important for me to just make people not feel like they're less than anyone else because they have their acne. So about 1.5 years ago, I started my YouTube channel called Team Acne. I basically just talk through my journey.
Now my side effects have stayed just about the same as always.
I give little stories about what I've been through, aspects of my own acne journey, and try to encourage people through that. When I started having acne, there was literally at the time, there was nobody, and especially there was no like males talking about it. Sometimes I'll shoot like food videos, sometimes I'll film like reaction videos. Today, I kind of just want to record a little bit of like some positive vibes, some like encouraging words. About a year ago, I started working on this thing called the Acne program, and it's just basically like I took everything you could possibly need to learn about acne, from like what you can do naturally to cure it, from like what you're gonna experience when you go to a dermatologist, to put it into a course that people will be able to get. A vegan diet isn't necessarily a cure-all for everybody's acne. There's so many different factors, but it's also important to keep in your mind that having acne isn't the end of the world, and it's okay to have acne. So a lot of people will ask me if I think veganism is the reason that my acne was able to clear up entirely. And I think it's hard because I think everybody has a different reason that their acne is happening. Sometimes it's hormonal and genetic, and sometimes it's like a food like mine. Am I stressed more? Am I not sleeping? Am I using a different detergent? There's a lot of different things. I don't think there's any one factor that's gonna improve someone's acne 100% without having to focus on anything else in their lifestyle. I've changed the way that I even look at my skin. So even if I still have some blemishes or some marks, I feel confident, I love myself, and I don't feel like I'm any less than anybody else. Don't let acne hold you back from living your life.